Hello, and welcome back to Layina. Do you understand English when you read it, but suddenly feel lost when someone speaks to you? Maybe you know hundreds of English words, but when it's time to speak, the words disappear. What if you could improve your English simply by listening, repeating, and practicing every day? In today's podcast, you're going to listen to a simple and inspiring English story designed to help you improve your listening, vocabulary, pronunciation, and speaking confidence. You don't need perfect English. You don't need to understand every word. Just listen carefully, repeat the important sentences, and let your English improve naturally. So put on your headphones, relax, and get ready to practice English with us. This is Easy English Daily. Let's learn English naturally. Introduction. If you're learning English and want to understand real conversations more easily, you're in the right place. Today's podcast is called The Power of Small Habits. This is an easy English story about a young woman named Sarah. Sarah wants to improve her English, but she doesn't know how to practice effectively. Through her journey, you'll learn useful everyday vocabulary and natural English expressions. After the story, we'll practice the vocabulary together. Then we'll do listening and speaking practice. So listen carefully and don't worry about making mistakes. Let's begin! Section 1. The story. Sarah was a young woman who lived in a busy city. She worked in an office and dreamed of getting a better job. But there was one problem. She wasn't confident when speaking English. Sarah could read English quite well. She could understand simple sentences. But whenever she had to speak English with another person, she became nervous. One morning, Sarah received an email from an international company. They were looking for someone to join their team. Sarah looked at the job description. It was exactly the kind of job she wanted. But there was one requirement: good English communication skills. Sarah looked at the screen and said, "I want this job, but my English isn't good enough." She almost closed the email. Then she stopped. She thought about her future. "Maybe I don't need perfect English," she said. "Maybe I just need to improve a little every day." That evening, Sarah made a simple plan. She decided to spend 30 minutes every day learning English. In the morning, she would listen to an English podcast. During her lunch break, she would learn 5 new words. In the evening, she would practice speaking for 10 minutes. The first few days were difficult. Sarah didn't understand everything she heard. Sometimes she forgot the new vocabulary. Sometimes she made pronunciation mistakes. But she didn't give up. She continued practicing. 1 week became 2 weeks. 2 weeks became 1 month. And slowly, something changed. Sarah started understanding English more quickly. She recognized common expressions. She became more comfortable speaking. One day, her manager asked her to speak with an international customer. Sarah was nervous, but she took a deep breath and started speaking. "Hello, how can I help you today?" The customer explained the problem. Sarah listened carefully. Then she answered clearly. For the first time, she didn't feel afraid. After the conversation, her manager smiled. "Your English has improved a lot." Sarah smiled too. She finally understood something important. She didn't become better because she studied for many hours one day. She became better because she practiced a little every day. Section to vocabulary. Now let's learn some useful words from the story. Listen and repeat. 1. Confident. Confident means feeling sure about yourself. Exemple. Sarah became more confident when speaking English. Repère. Sarah became more confident when speaking English. 2. Requirement. A requirement is something that is necessary. Exemple. Good communication skills were a requirement for the job. Repère. Good communication skills were a requirement for the job. 3. Improve. Improve means to become better. Exemple. I want to improve my English. Repère. I want to improve my English. Pour practice. Practice means doing something repeatedly to become better at it. Exemple. I practice English every day. Repère. I practice English every day. Fever nerveux. Nervous means worried or uncomfortable about something. Exemple. Sarah felt nervous before speaking. Repère. Sarah felt nervous before speaking. Si ceci continue. Continue means to keep doing something. Exemple. She continued practicing every day. Repère. She continued practicing every day. 7. Recognize. Recognize means to know or identify something because you have seen or heard it before. Exemple. Sarah started to recognize common English expressions. Repère. Sarah started to recognize common English expressions. 8. Communication. Communication means sharing information, ideas, or feelings with other people. Exemple. English communication skills are important at work. Repère. English communication skills are important at work. Ninse give up. Give up means to stop trying. Exemple. Sarah didn't give up. Repère. Sarah didn't give up. 10. A little every day. This expression means doing a small amount regularly. Exemple. Practice a little every day. Repère. Practice a little every day. Section 3. Listening practice. Now, listen to the story again. This time, don't focus on every individual word. Focus on the main idea. Sarah wanted to improve her English. She could read English, but she wasn't confident speaking it. Then she decided to create a simple daily routine. She listened to English podcasts. She learned new vocabulary. She practiced speaking every evening. At first, it was difficult, but she continued. After several weeks, she noticed a big improvement. She could understand English more easily and speak with greater confidence. Eventually, she used her English to communicate with an international customer. Sarah learned that small daily habits can create big results. Section 4. Speaking practice. Now, it's your turn. Listen to each sentence and repeat it aloud. I want to improve my English. I practice English every day. I am becoming more confident. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep practicing. I listen to English every morning. I learn new words every day. I practice speaking in the evening. I will never give up. I can improve my English step by step. Excellent. Now let's connect the sentences. Repère. I want to improve my English, so I practice every day. I listen carefully, learn new vocabulary, and practice speaking. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to continue. Every day, my English becomes a little better. Verigo? Section 5 questions. Let's test your understanding. Question 1. Why was Sarah not confident? Answer. Because she was nervous when speaking English. Question 2. What did Sarah decide to do every day? Answer. She decided to practice English every day. Question 3. What did she listen to? Answer. She listened to English podcasts. Question 4. What happened after several weeks? Answer. Her English improved. Question 5. What important lesson did Sarah learn? Answer. Small daily habits can create big results. Section 6. Shadowing practice. Now we're going to practice natural speaking. I'll say a sentence. Pause. Then repeat it exactly as you hear it. I want to speak English confidently. I practice English every single day. I listen carefully to English podcasts. I learn useful words and expressions. I don't worry about making mistakes. I learn from my mistakes. I continue practicing even when it's difficult. My English is getting better every day. I believe I can become fluent. I will never give up. Excellent work. Section 7 Quick Review. Let's review today's most important expressions. Improve my English. Gives become better at English. Practice every day. Gives train regularly. Feel confident. Gives feel sure about yourself. Donald s'il vous plaît. Gives continue trying. Qui pratique. Gives continue to practice. A little every day. Gives small but regular effort. Remember these expressions and try to use them in your own sentences. Finale motivation. Maybe your English isn't perfect today. Ta torse okay. Maybe you make mistakes. That's okay too. Maybe you don't understand every English conversation. That's completely normal. What matters is that you keep going. Listen today. Practice tomorrow. Speak again the next day. Little by little, your English will improve. You don't need to become fluent overnight. You just need to become better than you were yesterday. Pero utero. And that's the end of today's Learn English with Podcast lesson here on Layina Lean. I hope this podcast helped you improve your listening, vocabulary, pronunciation, and speaking confidence. Before you leave, write this sentence in the comments. I will practice English every day. Writing it is your first step toward making it a habit. If you enjoyed this lesson, like the video, subscribe to Layina Lean, and turn on notifications for more English listening and speaking practice. Thank you for learning with us. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Keep practicing. And most importantly, never give up on your English. See you in the next lesson.